Today I just want to talk a little bit about, tell you a little bit about my journey through these 10 years and ask you to really start believing in yourself. I just sent you my podcast talk with the One Big Tip guy. He's pretty famous for his, like with his podcast, he's giving one big tip. And my one big tip for him was, well, for his audience rather, was look at your health journey on a different angle and invited like the audience and you to get out of the box and see that a lot of symptoms we're experiencing are not symptoms that something is wrong with our body. They are symptoms that body is actually healing, going to the next level a lot of times. It's just we are so used to look at the certain foods, at a certain symptoms, at a certain things that going on in our body, in the environment, in our world, from just the information we got from other channels, from doctors, from nutritionists, from YouTube, from Instagram, from Alisa, from whoever it is. And this is how we create our beliefs, and this is how we create our programs. So when you look at yourself, you always, it pushes us, our body pushes us, start with our body, but we really need to look at our system from the point of view of soul, mind, and body. And I can tell you that, for example, if you spend all of your time concentrating just on the perfect diet, on the perfect protocol, on the perfect solution, I'm telling you from person who been doing this for a long time, for years and years and years, if you're just going to be doing that, you're going to get so deep into rabbit hole and you never get out of it. And trust me, everybody who teaching you, showing you, sharing you with you a model to heal their gut, to balance their hormones, they don't have perfect health. None of the doctors, none of the people who created diets, books, in psychology, in nutrition, and everything else, they're just sharing with you what is helping them currently. And as soon as they would picture that themselves, as soon as they would get the solution themselves, they'll lose interest to that and they wouldn't be teaching us or you, right? So I completely lost interest teaching gut health because it's not an issue for me anymore. I completely lost interest in teaching what I really was interested in, how to conceive a child, how to have perfect pregnancy and stuff like that, because I don't want to have a child anymore. I'm not interested in that. So people who, or they just have so much fun with it, they just like enjoying it, but mostly usually people who didn't get it themselves and they still in a search and it takes place and it's beautiful. They're finding the solution, they're teaching us how to find the solution. But in this, we think that everybody in this world got it all covered and they got it the life, the people who teach how to make money, they have money, and the people, and maybe they have, there is always certain level. Maybe they got health better than yours, but it's still a problem there. Maybe they have a million, but they're not happy with their million, so they're teaching how to get more. See, all of the teachers, all of the people who teach us something, they still didn't get it. And they get to their next level. So mine is right now is reverse aging. I don't care about gut health anymore. Mine is, I don't care about hormones anymore. Mine is now how don't eat and how to, get to the next level. And the thing is, with every product, with every tool, don't think that they got it and you're the only idiot here sitting and not figuring it out. You're just a little bit behind of everybody else or in front of a lot of people. You, as a soul, whatever you see in this world is a reflection of you. And you're somewhere in the middle. There is always people who doing better than you, always people who doing worse than you. Is that true? Just think about it. There's always people who have worse health, better health, worse money scenario, better money scenario, worse like their kids, whatever relationship scenarios. Somebody is having, you think they're having like the perfect money, but you don't know. We just have a snapshot of a person in their life. So please don't think that's something wrong with you. And actually, the more crap you think you have in your life, the more your soul is kind of like the old soul who just wants you to do better, who just wants you to wake up and understand that it's all connected. For example, if you're going to be doing a ton of the protocols, you feel like you're not digesting your foods, your minerals is out of balance, your hormones out of balance, feeling like there is a bloating, there is indigestion, there is no energy, and you doing all of this, I've been this route, you're doing all of these supplements, you're doing all of these diets, you're chasing and chasing, you becoming miserable, you're not enjoying the present moment, there is 1,000 thoughts running your head. These 1,000 thoughts, just that's why in the previous videos I asked you, please observe what do you have in your head, because all of these 1,000 thoughts, they create this perceived stress and crazy spasms in your brain. And these spasms, they prevent the blood circulating, right? And there is a nervous system connecting our brain. Brain is absolutely the CEO of your hormones, minerals, organs, whatever, libido, whatever is in your body, it all comes from your brain. When you have these 1,000 thoughts, when you're not confident in yourself, when you're not a wholesome person, where you see everybody on Instagram, you want to be like them, where you want to try every fucking diet available out there and you think this one's going to save you, when you think that somebody's living better life than you do, when you're constantly not happy with, and you thinking, oh, my husband is a loser, and every time you think that, you're creating husband loser. If you start, always say this, start with your relationship. If you think your husband is a fucking god, he will become one. You creating your husband with thoughts. I promise you, I've been there. I tested it on myself. I destroyed my husband and I created my husband. It works, ladies. Your husband is your freaking avatar on the like Mario game, little soldiers running around. Your husband is you here. You're the god. Your husband is your, I don't know, is your puppets. We don't want to call them puppets because he's a god and he'll become a god. But you see that we're somewhere in the middle, right? Promise you, manipulate your husband in a good way. Put your thoughts into, and if you can't even make yourself to find anything good in your husband, change the husband. All of your health issues coming from you being fucking miserable with who you are with. And there is no amounts of diet, pills, you know, manipulations with your body gonna help you if you're sleeping with somebody you can't find one thing good about. If you're sleeping with them, you're a prostitute, you're betraying yourself. And I'm gonna be harsh, but this is the naked truth. And you don't have to invent the ways how to divorce them, how to do this, to do that. You just need to make inside of you the decision. I'm done of being victim. I'm done of being abused. I'm done of being stupid, like wasting my freaking life. There is more into this. People live without food. People travel to in their astral bodies to different planets. People do researches. People becoming famous freaking artists overnight. Let's wake up and stop being like looking at everything through our little box. But I'm just talking too much. So let's go back to these 1,000 thoughts, right? That's how I started all of this, as usual, went different way. Nothing gonna help until you decide, I'm here. There is only one, I promise you, I study quantum physics. There is only one day on this earth, today. Every time you fall asleep, everything's getting reloaded. Only one decision to make. If you're tired of a husband and you can't find anything in him except loser, make a decision today to leave him. Stop being codependent. And you will see, you don't need to find how. If you hate your mom that it's always annoying you, like ask yourself, why I created this situation? Why? Start asking questions. Don't look for answers right now. Don't do anything, but start being brutally honest with yourself. What the fuck am I doing? Because everything that's happening in the body is our gateway to this world. This is how absolute God, your soul, your higher self, looking at the game we created. You created this game. If you see the whole world is falling apart, there are always bombs, like everything is miserable, you hate your city, you hate your house, you hate your life, you hate your husband. This is what you have in your soul. You're not confident in yourself. You don't understand what are you doing, where are you going, you're lying to yourself, you're betraying yourself. The shame, guilt, feeling like you lost it, coming only from you lying to yourself and not doing what you want in this life. You have sick children, you have losers spouses, you have the house you hate, you have the territory, like anything you hate around you, you created. So start with starting being brutally honest and ask yourself, why did I create this? Why? What thoughts created this? I wanted to get rid of my parents who live here. They stuck here, like the green card, the Russian station, everything. And I thought that I am trapped. And I'm like, how can I, like, they always here, my parents, like, I can get rid of them because I'm stuck, I'm a victim. And then I started being brutally honest with myself, and I realized that it was convenient to me just drop my kids on them and like take care of my children. I didn't take responsibility on myself. It was pretty freaking convenient for me to always, every moment, like go to my room pretending that I'm working nonstop and drop my children on them. And all of a sudden, I made a decision. Okay, I don't care how convenient for me, what's gonna happen. I want them out. And you won't believe it. They start doing something with their Russian passports. All of a sudden, they're like, oh, I want to go to work. And before they didn't want to work, I was playing here as a victim that I have to like make money for them and I have to work double hard. And I was leaving my kids, and I started being brutally honest with me. It's just because I was pretending doing anything but being with my kids. And I created the whole shenanigans. I was not all this super freaking ninja, the only one who can make money. What a stupid bullshit. I created the husband who couldn't find a job just because I wanted to compete with him and feeling how awesome I am, badass woman. And then I realized that I hate my life. I hate everything. I hate the freaking story I created, the freaking illusion that I want to be famous and I want to do this and I want to do that. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? This all was an illusion. All was in some Alisa who are running on the programs. We're all running on programs we created through life. Well, let me tell you, some of you feeling like you are trapped here, you're stuck, and it's all the illusion because your soul, from that person you created, it got to the new level. And remember, every time, and I get you more into quantum physics with me if you want it, but every morning you wake up, your soul is upgraded. So their soul has like different subsouls, subsouls, subsouls. And one morning, because you made a decision in the past, you think in the past, one time, I'm fed up with something, or you did something else, your soul upgraded, and your higher self from a different level came to this body. And now you're living in kind of like the old code, the old Joanna, old Tanya, old Laura, like old Liana. And you're like, this looks surreal. Whatever girl has in here, is it just a bunch of bullshit? I don't understand. What am I doing here? And you're like, you wake up and you're like, hold on, it doesn't feel like my life. And you probably felt like this for a while. And then you start your quest. And the diets don't work, this doesn't work, this doesn't work. And you're like, why everybody got it and I didn't? Well, girl, because you're living somebody else's life. Congratulations, you upgraded and you fed up, and this is the bullshit, and you're done. And your soul is probably some kind of like blueprint designer or from Orion, I don't want to get into a lot of metaphysics and all of that stuff right now, but I'm telling you, you are not, because people who living their soul, living in their own codes and bodies, they're satisfied with their life. As soon as you're not satisfied, that means your soul upgraded, but you're not. And it's time to do this, what I call one day quantum leap. Today, understand that you have only one day, only one day. Combine, combine kind of like not force, but strength and love. Strength that I decide today, I change all of the diets they have. whenever you stop the thoughts that create for the vagus nerve, it creates the spasms, it creates the bile flow not flowing. What we need for healthy body that can digest, you can eat iron bolts, your body will digest it. First of all, it's quantum and it's a wave. And I send you the book quantum, what is this, I send you a book in the chat. Just read this book. First of all, body not even real. It's certain level. It's like how deep you want to go. Second of all, it will digest anything where you have healthy liver, healthy bile, and healthy brain. Bile, liver comes from brain. As soon as we have spasm in here, the blood vessels start closing. The nutrients don't come to the cell. The bile is, you're not digesting your food. It doesn't matter what diet you're gonna have. If you're not digesting your foods, bacteria is going to accumulate, parasites going to accumulate, everything's going to fall apart. And it doesn't matter what diet. I've been on every diet. And you have the tools, like the liver cleanses, all of there. Take the tools. Month 2, I have the videos. Go to this fast on the Russian herbs. Helps the liver, removing parasites, like freeing your body and freeing your mind is going to transform your life. But it's your journey. And on this journey, how everything like spiritually, mind and body start coming to me, I got so fed up from running this hamster wheel. I said, I can't do this no more. God, please. I swear to God, after like certain time, I think my dad had a scandal in my house. Like I had a flare up of then SIBO or something else. And my mind was running like crazy. And I said, God, please, I swear, I'm ready to be a leader of my own fucking life. I'm ready. I promise you, I want to understand why I created all of this bullshit. I promise you, I take responsibility on myself. I promise you, I don't want to be a victim anymore. And then everything started to unravel. That moment, and everybody, if you think about spiritual people, gurus, they all tell you, that moment, everything changed in my life. Well, it wasn't 10 years ago. It wasn't that moment. It's always only one day. There is no other moments. But every day you can take this quantum leap. You can say, I'm the freaking master of my thoughts. They're not going to abuse me anymore. I'm not going to run on the programs. I'm not going to be the victim anymore. I'm not going to believe everything that the freaking matrix feeding me. And matrix is good. It's not bad like a lot of people say, oh, it's matrix, we're doomed. You create the matrix, okay? You're the freaking creator. You're the soul. You created everything. And there are some people who like living in 4D, 5D, and they're saying that they're spiritual gurus that are still in their victims. This is hilarious. They still think that somebody's doing something to them. It's amazing. The deeper I go into this bullshit, I see more bullshit. There is no end for this bullshit, ladies. No matter how far you go spiritually, mind, body, there is no level where you can say, these people just have sense. They don't. It's absolutely ridiculous. All of these nutritionists, doctors, practitioners who didn't get their health, they're teaching us. All of these spiritual people telling us how to find, I don't know, twin flame, or how to take care of their kids who don't take care of their kids. All of these people who saying they are gurus, they're looking like a bunch of losers, fat ones. Like, I don't know, like, how you can't. If you are teaching us, if you got to this level that you're saying like, yeah, I got it, you should look good, you should have like, good, you should absolutely have ideal everything from money to relationship to everything else. I don't pretend like I get it all, but I tell you exactly with all of my quests what I found. In each level, there are a bunch of losers. So don't believe everything that you see out there. No amount of authority should be authority for you except you. And you know it all. I promise you, as soon as you get to the moment here and now, Alisa tell you the tool, try it on yourself. Everybody's sharing you what worked for them. Nobody got it, what's gonna work for you, because your soul wants you to invent your own way. Take all of the tools and then take responsibility to make a decision. Yes, I take it. It worked for me. No, I don't take it. F it. I didn't like it. Because when I was trying to get rid of my sugar addiction, I switched to keto. It didn't work for me, but then I thought it didn't work for me. Then I switched to eating everything, then doing crazy ascetic and not drinking and eating. I almost broke. Like I did it all from heart, all of the fasts, all of the Shankrakshalanas, all of these like Eastern, Western, and Indian and Ayurveda and everything. They all work and they all don't. None of them do. Only combination of this shit works, and you have to design it yourself. But bad news, good news. Only you know what's gonna work for you, and all of them can work. Take the pieces of them. You know, when they told me raw vegan's gonna heal it, and I started juicing and eating all these vegetables, I was hungry as hell. And I started looking at all of these big people who like raw vegan is gonna save your life, and yes, to a certain point it helped me out. I started feeling better and better on eating just meat, on eating just this, and I got better to a certain level, and it's like, oh, it's not working again. It doesn't mean that something is not working and it's bad. It means it's time to move on and try next thing and see, because your soul is leading you to try something else. It's pushing you. Come on, babe, try it all, because when you get it all, you become wiser. You can teach something to your family, to your people around you. Maybe you're going to become, maybe in the harder it's pushing you, the more kind of like things you can do on this planet, because we all as a humanity, we're all going to fourth dimension, to fifth dimension. That means we ascending. That I don't even like these words anymore. They're so stupid. But we going somewhere better, faster, stronger. Our body's gonna change. There are people who saying we're not gonna have mitochondria anymore. And there are people who say mitochondria is our God. Mitochondria make energy for us. Mitochondria in our body doing everything. And there are some people saying those parasites, mitochondria, we're gonna get rid of them. Centrosome is gonna be our everything. You know, we're gonna have silicone bodies. And there are changes, and they have freaking research to back it up. They're gonna say our digestion, nothing wrong with that. We don't have freaking stupid SIBO, IBS, and all of this stupid bullshit. Our digestion is changing because we're gonna eat differently. We're just gonna eat fat because silicone bodies want fat. A mitochondria are gonna be out. We're not gonna be breathing all the time. We're not gonna be eating all the time. Our just system is just shutting down and doesn't want this freaking broccoli all the time. It just doesn't want it. What if we open our mind and decide our bodies just don't fucking want it? Nothing wrong with them. We're not broken. Because the best thing that happened to me is me started eating avocados all the time. And I realized they have energy. And I realized like cucumbers and avocados so cool. And I was riding on them for a while until I got tired of them and switched to something else, you know? I take all of my proteins in powders, and I never fucking felt better. And I found the guy who just doing powders, and he is a super researcher, and he get paid millions just eating powders. I'm like, and that's something. And I'm sitting here thinking something wrong with me, and I can't even get myself into eating all of these wholesome fruits. And I think lately that fruits are garbage and just don't work for me, and something wrong with me. And these guys are telling like the fruits is the past, and they're like, and you know what? Then I realized that I have 1,000 thoughts running in my head, and I'm like, oh, who to believe with? And I realized there is no truth. We're creating this universe. It's all one big fucking stupid game, but it's fun. And to whatever level you're gonna get to, stop looking at everything just from one angle. Like everything is doomed, you're doing something wrong, the body's doing wrong. If you believe that you're doing it right, you will find somebody who did it before you, and they're thriving, they're getting millions for it, their stupid ideas, or like they're selling millions with it. Don't think that everybody is right, but whatever your soul telling you to do what you love. And all of a sudden I realized that I hate nutrition. I'm so fed up because it's not interest to me anymore. I got it. You know, I found it. But my body doesn't hurt. Like I do stupid stuff with my nutrition, and my muscle all of a sudden start working, and my brain started working. And when I was really set up with everything, what I eat right now, I just wake up and eat whatever my body wants. But I get to the next level, right? I don't even crave, like, I look at some of the like donuts at the store. I'm like, do people put in that in their bodies? I don't crave it anymore. You, of course, you have to start somewhere. For example, if you eat everything and you can't stop and you have the cravings, you have to go through my program just to start, just to remember you creating it, just to remember, like, the more you get into these, don't absolutely what helped me, herbs work, removing parasites, working on your liver, removing the stupidest thoughts. But here and now, this is when you create here and now. But you have to start your journey. Of course, if you just eat everything, all of a sudden body is going to tell you, girl, go there and get some sausages and chocolate. That's all you want, I promise you. It's not the real stuff. You have to start the journey a little bit, but don't be in a hurry. The beauty is in your journey. Nobody got it 100%. But if you feel like, you're thriving on this, and sometimes, and it's always like this, sometimes your body have to purge. Sometimes you're feeling a little bit worse, a lot worse, and then you feel better. But that's when the power of, like, I am the creator. I do feel like this system is something that was calling my name. I know that I feel a little worse, but it's not worse. It just feels, it's just like, when you have the system gets worse just for a little while, to see if you're going to be again victim. Oh, it doesn't work for me like the other guy. If you say it doesn't work for you, you're going to find the research, somebody else going to tell you, well, girl, why are you doing this? It's the bullshit, but then I realized the raw vegan was really good at some point for me, because it brought me to next level. Now I eat raw vegan and I eat keto, and it works for me. But it's crazy, it's next level, like, but I have so much more to do. And it's like, I'm not interested, you know what? I'm not interested in nutrition anymore. You know what my soul told me? I want to do painting, I want to make pictures, I want to do like big, and I'm like, what the heck, soul? Like that. Now I have to destroy everything that I was doing, and they're like, well, hold on, don't destroy everything, like, leave. But I completely lost interest for this career. And you know what? I'm gonna follow it. I'm gonna follow it, and I'm gonna see what happens. And I'm gonna still like do. I feel like just doing YouTube channel. I feel like staying with you, but I don't care if somebody else will come to our group. I don't care. I really don't want to work and look at it, like the tests and all of this stuff. And I'm gonna jump on it. You'll see. And overnight, I'm gonna become the famous artist, because people do that. Because I open it up, that box, and like I sent you messages last week. Girls, the worst thing happened in our life when we constantly doing what we don't want to do. And you don't have to just break your life like I did mine and start over. It's like, I didn't come to it right away. But understand, first of all, you are right. Don't give your power to everybody else. You want to study yourself. You get their tools, but notice, if you don't resonate with the person, if you feel like it's boring, you're done with it. Your soul doesn't give you energy for something you fed up with, you don't like anymore. So if your job feels boring, find what you like. And we all went through crazy money, kind of like nullifying, like, because there's going to be new money coming, I promise you. And our new money is going to be absolutely crazy money, as long as we find what we like to do. And another thing is, the money always come to what you need. For example, if you're sitting in money is air. If you're sitting, I realize that this is the cool thing. You will manipulate your money like this. If you're sitting there and you meditating, you just need a little bit air. So you're breathing a little bit. That's how much air you need. And if you're running, you need lots of air because you're breathing a lot. The same with money. That's why people with the big crazy ideas and millionaires, they have capacity. They're breathing a lot. They want to open out schools. They want to send rockets to the moon. Yes, they need a lot of money. But if you're sitting here and you're scared to buy a new dress, you're not going to get the money because you're scared, because you're scarcity, because you're contracted like this. Money comes to your desires. You want to buy a new car? Go research it. Go test drive. Go try everything. Money always comes to you when you come out of this box, new money always come to us to what they need. And I'm sitting here and like thinking, why don't I want why I'm not millionaire yet? And you know what I realized? I just got so like in this transition moment. I don't want anything except just I don't even talk to people anymore. I like talking to you because I think you like it's sometimes like I can't even go to like I don't know. It's like people make me tired. Like I can't even look at them lately just because we got to this soul and we're like we're not this anymore. We want something else. And congratulations, this is the best time to feel like this because we all with the speed of light moving to a new era. On the 24th of March, you're going to start noticing a lot of weird physical symptoms in your body. And don't think your body falling apart. Your body going to the silicone state. You're getting better. You're going to have everything better. You're going to have freaking upgraded body. But we're going to go through the shakiness again. They're going to turn off some old parts and then they're going to give you new ones. Look at it like this. And you are the God. You are the creator. You literally, they want us, they're pushing us with all of our misfortunes. They're pushing us. They're experimenting on us, the higher self, the power. They're pushing us to become better version of ourselves. Not better version of Melanie, who's giving you a lot of bullshit about keto diet. Not better version of Steve, who doesn't have kids or spouse, but he's telling you how to raise kids and how to flirt with men. It's amazing. When I look at all of these gurus, about 80% of them, I'm like, man, they're a mess. They're a complete hot, stupid mess. And they're teaching you how to live and you think they got it. No, they're lying to themselves. And some of them really think they do, but they're like, but, it's always but. It's always big but. Oh my God, people just lying to, we're all lying to ourselves, and I'm lying to myself. We're all lying to myself. At least I'm honest to you with this. It all comes when you say, I'm taking the responsibility, and it's going to be hard. Like my mom, my children always pay attention to your children. Whatever your children don't want to do, you don't want to do. They're a better version of you. They're a smarter version of you. They're showing you, Mom, can't do this no more. Okay, like I looked at my daughter and I was like, what a hypocrite I am. I'm always telling her, don't eat ice cream, don't eat candy, don't eat this, don't eat that. Then I sent her to school full of candy, pizza, and all of this bullshit they're feeding them. Then I sent her like to gymnastics with all of these vending machines. And I raised her how I was raised. You know, everything in this world, everything tasty is bad for you. No, 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 no. I'm sending you to the fucking candy land, but I tell you, don't touch it. But you want it, but don't touch it. You know, we created hypocrite schools, we created hypocrite, I don't know, a podcast, public speak, everything is so built on lies, manipulation, and everything else. Okay, I'm done. So, so please, all of this not was to make you feel worse, but just stop being scared, okay? At your body, just start the journey. You have the tools. Talk to me. Start every day. Start making the decisions in your day and don't think it is only one day. Tomorrow you can win a freaking lottery.